Welcome back to Life with Mrs. B. Today we're doing a Q&A, which you guys have probably guessed from the title. I'm just going to pull up all of the questions here on Instagram. I asked you guys for questions on Instagram and boy, y'all, you did not disappoint. I literally got so many questions, like I can't even explain how many questions I got. Definitely more than I was anticipating. So I'm going to just try and get through as many questions as I can. I was gonna say I'll try and make it quick fire, but man, I could talk for Scotland. If you are new to the channel by some chance, hello, my name is Paula. This is my channel, Life with Mrs. B. I am, funnily enough, from Scotland, and this is what that accent is. So let's get started with the questions. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you guys, you should follow me on Instagram. So the first question is from Megan, and a lot of the questions were kind of like duplicate questions, so I won't necessarily say every person that asked the question because maybe like 7 people asked the one question, not even joking. So first question from Megan, why do you homeschool? So if you guys don't know, I do home educate my kids. I've got 3 kids. They are 10, Sky, she's a girl, Argyll, who is 7, he is a boy, and Oben, who is 5, almost 6. It's his birthday in like 6 weeks and he's so excited. He's 5, and as I said, he's going to be almost 6, and they are all home educated. We don't really use the term homeschooled in Scotland. It's home education, I think, because people don't want to associate it with school, and it's a very different learning process from school. Like, it's not, you don't have to like sit at a desk all day. So yeah, but anyway, why do we do it? Well, to be honest with you, I could be here for like 20 minutes telling you guys why we decided to homeschool, home ed. I kind of use the 2 terms interchangeably, but some people in the UK get very offended by the word homeschool or phrase homeschool. I don't, you know, I can understand why people say it, but why do we do it? Why do we homeschool? It's an excellent question, Megan, and as I said, the answer, I could be talking here for about 20 minutes. So I actually have a full video already on this subject. I'll put the little card up here, and I'll put the link in the description if I remember. I've got a brain like a sieve. That's what having 3 kids does to you. But I can't even like sum it up why we homeschool, because honestly it's just more than one reason. There's such a plethora of reasons that we do it. So definitely check out that video if you're interested in finding out why we do homeschool. Next question, also from Megan. Love your channel. Can I get a shout out please? Hello Megan. Okay, next question from Dylan T, and then a bunch of numbers. These are Instagram names. If one of the kids wanted to go to public school, what would you say? To be honest, I don't think any of my kids will ever want to go to school. Sky was kind of toying about going to high school, and I would support that if that's really what she wanted to do and she was going into it with her eyes opened. I would be supportive to her or to any of my kids, but I think they just know how good home ed is. Like, they have got it really good, really good. So I don't think any of them will ever want to either go to school for the first time or go back to school, because the oldest 2 did go to school. Little Oben, he's never been, so he's got no idea what school is like. He has this like image in his head of like how fun it is, and you do all this and you do all that. His brother is pretty quick to say, actually no Oben, you have to sit in a chair all day long and you're not allowed to leave the chair unless it's playtime or you're going to the toilet. So yeah, Argyll didn't have a great experience at school, if you can tell. Sorry if the lighting is changing. I'm like one of those super poor YouTubers and I don't have a ring light, so I just like use the light from outside, and obviously the sun is on the move, so sorry if the light's not great. Right, next question. Quick fire. I'm bad at this. It's been like 10 minutes already probably. Claudia the Mermaid, are you going to do a meet and greet? I would love to do a meet and greet. I get so many questions, people DMing me on Instagram all the time. Are you going to do a meet and greet? And I would love to do one, but I've got no idea how to do it. I would have no idea how to set something like that up. We have such a tiny little following. I actually don't even think anyone would come, despite all the people who ask me, will you do one? I don't think people would come. Could you imagine if I like rented out a room somewhere and then like one person shows up? That would be what would happen to me. So I would love to do a meetup, maybe a meetup this year, maybe in the park. Oh, I just got a message. That was my phone. Maybe in the park or something like that. I'm not sure, but then I'm not sure how to manage it. Like, I'm not sure. I'd love to do one. Let me know. Comments will probably be off, so you probably can't leave a comment, but I'll put maybe something in the community tab here on Instagram. This is YouTube. Here on YouTube, and you can send me a DM on Instagram if you would come to something like that. Next question from Jennifer D. What made you pick the kids' names? And then Kelsey Regan, is that how you say your name? Regan. She asked, these two are kind of similar. So if Sky's name wasn't Sky, what would it be? So when I was pregnant with Sky, me and Thomas could not decide on names. Like, we were so bad, and we found out she was a girl when I was about 5 or 6 months. I think it was around the May time. Sky was born in the August, so yeah, I was like 5-6 months or so. We found out she was a girl, and then it made our name choices much easier, because the one and only name the two of us actually liked was Sky. That was it, Sky. And Sky's name is just SKY. She's got no E, and that was just the only name we could agree on, so we were like, right, Sky, let's go for it. I was also considering calling her Star, and my gran was like, no, don't call her Star, because that's a dog's name. So I was like, alright, okay, thanks, you just ruined that one for me. She's like, the dog next door to me is called Star, don't call your baby Star. So she's not called Star, she's called Sky. And then with Argyll, I never had a theme, so if you don't know my kids, I did mention it earlier, but my kids are called Skye, Argyll and Oban. They are all places in the west of Scotland. Skye is an island, Argyll is not an island, and neither is Oban. A lot of people think Argyll and Oban are areas, are islands. They're not, they're just like areas. Oban's like a town, and Argyll is like a larger area. It's kind of hard to explain. And Skye is an island. Skye is the only one that's an island. People always say to me, oh, do you like islands? And I'm like, well, actually only Skye's an island. You're not very smart. But yeah, so, and this is like people that live like in the west coast of Scotland where we live. But anyway, they're all named after west coast places. I didn't deliberately set out to do that. Sky was called Sky, and then when I was pregnant with Argyll, we were flicking through the baby name books and I seen Argyll in it, and I was like, that is the best name ever, Sky and Argyll. And Thomas was like, no. Thomas did not want to call him Argyll at all, like so bad. Argyll was off the cards, and he just twisted his arm really bad, and eventually he caved, and obviously we loved the name. And then when we had Oban, obviously we had to call Oban because he couldn't be left out. We couldn't have like Sky, Argyll and Thomas. Do you know what I mean? It had to be like another place name. So that's why we've got Sky, Argyll and Oban, just because I wanted them. Yep. Question from Cara, what is your favourite colour? My favourite colour, if we're talking about clothes, it's blue. I love blue. This is navy, I don't know if you can tell. And my skirt, it's kind of awkward, it's also navy. Oh, it's kind of getting dark now, guys. There's big clouds. Sorry, my lighting's going away. But I love navy. I love blue for clothes. I like black, but sometimes, probably just on me, black looks a bit cheap and grey looks like pyjamas. So I tend not to wear those colours for clothes. I always wear dark clothes. You'll hardly ever see me wearing light colours. It's good because they hide stains if you got kids, and it also makes you look a little bit slimmer because I'm carrying some extra weight at the moment. And yeah, it kind of slims you down. I don't know if it actually does, but I feel a bit slimmer when I wear dark colours. So that's one of the reasons I wear dark colours. Cara, are you excited for summer? Are you going anywhere? We're not actually going away this summer because if anybody has missed it, I've talked about it about 7 bazillion times. We are going to Florida in November. We're going for 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks. So pretty much like the majority of November, we're going to be in Florida. I'm so, oh, did you hear that little scream from a kid? Oh, that was fun. I'm so looking forward to it. So I'm sure you guys can imagine it's costing a lot of money. It's probably like a once in a lifetime kind of holiday because it's like ridiculous the amount of money it's costing, ridiculous. And we're going at a cheap time and stuff, or cheaper. It's not exactly cheap. But yeah, it's costing a lot of money, so we're not doing anything this year. We're probably not going to Alton Towers. We've not been to Centre Parcs this year. We're not going anywhere. I'm excited for summer though because summer's fun. So, you know, we probably will go camping a couple of times because we've got a tent and stuff. So we might go camping. Question, but you're amazing and my inspiration. Oh, thank you. Favourite food and favourite song from Rhiannon Rees. Favourite food, pizza, because pizza is life. Not going to say any more than that. Favourite song, can I pick a favourite song? That was Scottish there. Can I? I don't think I could pick a favourite song. I love like so much music. Right now, Panic at the Disco. Oh my gosh, what is that song called? High Hopes, is that what that's called? That's stuck in my head constantly stuck in my head. But I actually really like country music. A lot of people find that quite embarrassing. I don't. I love country music. The end. Like just so many like different country music stars I love. As a child I loved, and this probably is quite embarrassing, I love Kenny Rogers. From about the age of 10, I love Kenny Rogers. He was my favourite artist, and people used to like rip the mick out of me because I was 10 years old and I liked Kenny Rogers. I seen him a couple of years ago on tour. There is actually a vlog on that. He came to Glasgow for his last world tour and I went to it because I love him and it was great. What is your favourite breakfast meal from summer? Favourite breakfast meal? Oh, I don't know. Like, I'm not a cereal person at all. Probably like bacon and a bagel. I love bagels. Bagels are also life. Bagels and pizza. This is why I'm carrying extra weight, you see. Ed and Andrew, who or what inspired you to start a YouTube channel? I've spoken about this in a Q&A before. We used to watch a channel, I still do watch them, called Sam and Nia, back in the day, like way back in the day. And I watched them, they're like a family vlogging channel, and I was like, these guys are brilliant. I'd never really watched family vlogs before or even heard of family vlogs. So when I watched them, I was like, these guys are amazing. Love watching all their vlogs. And then a couple months later, maybe like, oh, I don't know, maybe even almost like a year later, I was like, I should do this. I should do this. And I just did. I just picked up my camera, well, my phone, which was an iPhone 4 at the time. Now I'm rocking an iPhone 6s Plus, which is why it's so giant. This is the size of my finger. It's got a smash screen though, so oh well. But yeah, like I picked up my iPhone 4 and we used to vlog on that. Kids, man, who would have kids? They're so noisy. I said, please can you be quiet to film this? And they're like, party time! Don't know what's up. They're just being kids. But yeah, and then I was like, let's just do this. Thomas thought I was insane, like actually insane, like certifiably need to go and see a doctor insane. But here we are. Right, next question, because these kids are getting antsy and I've been on here for a long time. Oh, that's about meet and greet. Right, okay, let's see. Right, we'll do one more. Okay, this is from Chloe Guthrie. I hope I've said that right. Sorry, Chloe, if I've butchered it. If you could fly to anywhere in the world, where would you fly to? Japan. Japan. This is a J. Well, that made me back to front for you guys. Maybe this way. Japan. That's my next holiday place I want to go. So I'm hoping after we come back from Florida we can save up and go to Japan. I think the kids would love it. The kids are super into Japanese culture because I like it, you know, like it's kind of rubbed off on them sort of thing. So they're very much into like Japanese, Chinese, Hong Kong, like that kind of culture. They love it. South Korean, they're very much into that because I'm into it. And yeah, like I would just love to visit Japan. I think it would be a great experience for me and the kids. Thomas is a bit skeptical about going, not skeptical, but a bit worried or scared about going to countries where English isn't the first language. But as far as I'm aware, places like Tokyo, or I'm not going to say the name of the city in the south of Japan because I'll probably say it wrong and then it sounds a bit like a swear word. But yeah, like they're touristy, so I imagine they speak a lot of English, you know, like the touristy places speak a lot of English, so I'm not super worried about that. They also have a Disneyland there, so you know, why would you not want to go to Tokyo Disney? And they do have a Universal Studios as well, so it's not like super close, you do have to travel to it, but like that would be amazing. I think it would be so cool. That's definitely on my list. You just need to help me win Thomas round. I think it would be a fantastic holiday for them. But anyway, that's the Q&A done. I'm gonna leave it at that because I can see the timer up here and I've been talking for a long time, and these boys are hungry, they want some dinner, they want to do stuff, they don't want to wait for their mum to film this. So I wish I had, like, if you don't know, my husband works a lot of hours, and right now he's taking Sky to swimming club. She swims like a bazillion times a week, so I don't have the luxury of someone watching my children whilst I sit down and film these videos. I just need to do it like when they're kind of semi-occupied. But anyway, I hope they've not distracted you too much. They have distracted me, and I will see you tomorrow, guys, for a food shopping haul. Bye!